Oh, there we go.
Wait,
there we go.
Let there be light. And on day number 6, I guess we're on day number 4.
A bit earlier than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's sorted out. We're going to have the toss now because that wasn't completed earlier. That wasn't done. And then we'll get proceedings underway. It's not great for the players though, right? Because you just want to get straight into the action.
Here's maybe, but at the same time, it's an equal disadvantage.
That's true. That's
so
true.
there you go.
Red, two for you. Blue, winner the toss. Receive, side. Who serve? LIN, LIN serve. Who receive?
Association pairings from Lin Gaoyuan, Lily Zhang, I think. Yeah, there was from Fan Zhendong in the cowboy hat and the trophy fall to all sorts of upsets to Truls Morgard. He's something in the world, had been playing with the Cyber Shape for about 2 weeks, and he played all the way to the final, and it would sell out for about 3 months. A lot happened in 2021. Big year for table tennis, and especially for the two on the right of the screen.
Let's see how they go here against the world number 10 pairing.
Flash, please.
Now we have too many lights on.
Yes. Love all. Love one.
Also worth noting, of course, that we've got left-right combos. Adam will explain why that's beneficial when he can.
Yeah, when you're playing doubles, you must alternate shots, so it's easy to get up in each other's space. In a game where the obvious tactic would be to use the player who just hit the ball as an obstacle. You hit the ball, you get out of the way, but not so far out of the way that you can't get back in. Service warning.
You already saw FAlCK there practicing the twiddle. Still twiddling.
1-all.
I really wanted to hear that conversation because KRISTIAN's hilarious and he had a lot to say to the assistant umpire.
KRISTIAN can't say anything a lot to say. No.
On the table, I don't know when the last time you saw it was, but I think my guess is what he's saying is this is every serve for me. I've never heard that before.
3-1.
That said, the fact that nobody's ever called you, I mean, it's not necessarily police officer pulls you over and you're like, I've been speeding for years. Well, if nobody ever noticed, it doesn't change the fact that you're speeding. It doesn't make that officer wrong for calling you out on it.
That's true. That's what KARLSSON was doing there. Looking to take the pace right off.
Last time we saw a low service toss, if the warning was verticality for tossing back, it was 37 degrees.
1-5.
Soft hands there, but the ball coming just long enough for WANG CHUQIN to capitalize on the opportunity. Good start here at the first towel break for the world number 1 and 2 in singles.
2-5.
MATTIAS FAlCK in mixed doubles was actually eliminated by KRISTIAN KARLSSON and Stina Schellberg. Soft spin, the opponent's behind the table.
FAlCK was going there and he just put his finger up in acknowledgement.
On the black side of the racket for MATTIAS FAlCK for hitting the ball flat. Shorter stroke.
Constantly twiddling it, isn't he?
It's a habit here.
Yeah.
You see Wang Liqin and practice partner for Lin SHIDONG sitting right next to him. Some good stories about Wang Liqin and his work ethic. They're quite inspiring.
Goes long there.
4-6.
Wang CHUQIN had quite the match today against Miłosz Rodzimski. Went all the way. He won 3-2 in the end. Starting to pull away here, Wang and Lin.
Here it is. Not vertical toss. He calls for the challenge. This should be interesting.
By KARLSSON and FAlCK.
Any gut feels about this one?
Angle.
My guess is it's the right call. But
To challenge or the actual umpire's call?
no, the actual umpire,
Okay.
assistant umpire's call. That's my guess. If I had to guess, I'm going to guess 33 degrees. Just a guess.
It is Mr. Geiger.
TTR is so good. Okay, so they're going to find the best camera angle they can to judge. Remember, if it's more 30 degrees or more, I guess more than 30 degrees off, 38.07. So there you go.
Yeah.
We saw 37. I mean, this is even more clearly passed.
Unsuccessful challenge.
The players just have to get used to it. Again, I didn't hear the conversation with KRISTIAN KARLSSON. Just because you're used to doing something for a long time doesn't mean that it's proper. Just maybe that it wasn't enforced with such, say, technology. Or diligence and precision, right? We're tightening up for a reason.
5 points clear now, Wang and Lin. He got it, didn't he?
5-9.
Back edge of the
MATTIAS
table.
FAlCK. We were very, very glad to take that.
Still a long way to go here, trailing by 4, the Swedes. Beautiful shot block from MATTIAS FAlCK using the spinnier side of the racket. He's got the long wingspan in the reach, which goes out in front as well. But here it's a very wristy shot. Again, the righty-lefty combo, classic pattern is get people out wide to their forehand early.
10-6.
So 4 game points here for Wang and Lin. He didn't like that one. LIN had to wait in disgust at the shot.
It's tough to appreciate how different the shots are between the forehand and the backhand of MATTIAS FAlCK. Again, a flat shot on the forehand side, much less topspin. And then the heavy spin on the backhand. And with the long arms and the quick wrist, he's able to get so much racket speed and generate spin. Nearly empty serve there. KRISTIAN KARLSSON reading it like a book, dropping it behind the net.
So they've saved a couple of game points here, the Swedes. But the Chinese pair get there in the end.
One love.
Decent start here. Nice Chiquita there from WANG CHUQIN.
Second game. KARLSSON to serve. Love all.
Nice adjustment on receive as Lin Shidong backpedals just to create a little space as he realizes this shot is coming long. Opening attack.
No flash, please.
It's worth noting as well that these pairs have met just once before. The Singapore smash.
Two love.
WANG CHUQIN and LIN Shidong beating KRISTIAN KARLSSON and MATTIAS FAlCK 3-1 in the quarterfinals of that event.
Three love.
Good start for the Chinese pair here.
Beautiful forehand counter from the middle.
1-3.
MATTIAS FAlCK taking it as well as he could here while it's still on the rise, right around its peak. Again, behind the table, that forehand short pips flat shot. Much tougher because of the lack of arc. Oh, 2 on the net.
1-4.
Little rail slide action, a tiny dancer as it goes towards the pole. Post, that is. Net post. Post dancer.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to the ball.
Fast running away from KARLSSON and FAlCK.
It's funny, I was just watching a video of KRISTIAN KARLSSON versus LIN SHIDONG. What feels like not long ago because it was so memorable, where he swung and missed and then took a second swing at the ball. And it all happened so quickly that in real time, even the former world #1 standing at the table, LIN SHIDONG, didn't recognize what had happened. Service call? Oh no, flash behind?
Yeah, just wants to get that sorted out.
No
Okay.
flash, please.
I was like, wow, don't see that too often. That said, I wouldn't advise against it. I've said it and I'll say it again. The ball being tossed behind the head, regardless of who's on the other side, is an incredibly common fault that players just get used to accepting as part of the game.
Oh, it was a delightful shot earlier from FAlCK, but dispatched. Have a look here what FAlCK does, but stood up nicely for WANG CHUQIN. He tried to get there, WANG CHUQIN.
This is where Lionheart was born, that undying effort, every opportunity, anytime there's a chance, and as long as the ball is still in play, he will hold nothing back. Heart was born, that undying effort, every opportunity, anytime there's a chance, and as long as the ball is still in play, he will hold nothing back to make sure he gets there. Extra spin, getting that racket head low, powering up with the legs. WANG CHUQIN developing quite a lot of spin on that ball, producing a very difficult shot on the other side. Surprise deep push, catches him at the baseline in the crossover. MATTIAS FAlCK with precision on that push. And just in case you're curious, the winner here is rewarded with a match against YINGSHA and Bin. YINGSHA's name has been popping up quite a bit, having an outstanding event.
For 8.
4 points now the lead, WANG and LIN putting themselves in a pretty good position here. Again, that sets up nicely for LIN SHIDONG.
No flash, please. For 8. For 9.
Yeah, you saw the shake of the head there. KRISTIAN KARLSSON. They've got to do something here to stay in this. For 6 game points for WANG and LIN now.
Saw SHATOU doing a similar move, ducking to get out of the way.
No flash. 10-4.
Awkward ball into the middle here to save a game point. 5 more to go here for the Swedes, at least to play against. Try and defend. Tight serve, and the forehand flick finds the net. It's a 2-0 lead. The Chinese pair in control at the moment. And they are 1 game away from an all-Chinese battle in the next round, which, by the way, is a quarterfinal. Women quite dominant, well, top 5 in the world currently, 6 of the top 10. But right now the Swedes fighting, using the experience they've got and looking for any ways to get these 2 best singles players in the world, the righty-lefty combo, in trouble.
Third game, LIN to serve. Love all.
So, 3rd game here. LIN and WANG win this, they are through.
One love.
What would you want to see more of from KARLSSON and FAlCK in this game, Adam?
Change-ups, misdirection, Near the table aggression, chances. It's a great start. It sits up a little bit. Wang CHUQIN catches the edge of his racket and quickly acknowledges it. But it was patient play. It was pushing with intention and then making the most of the first opportunity, at least trying to.
1, 2.
Sheer power. It's
3, 1.
tough.
It's actually, there's a lot of power there. It's a fine balance of spin, placement. I mean, yeah, it's a full stroke. Drives it right to the baseline.
Great play there from KARLSSON, from FAlCK, excuse me.
Both really. K2 KRISTIAN KARLSSON with a nice long push to get a ball popped up a little bit for MATTIAS FAlCK to follow through and finish up.
Please.
This is a wonderful receive. Oh, caught the edge of the table. Fair play from FAlCK. I remember the first time I saw MATTIAS FAlCK play up close and personal, and it was just so impressive to me. KRISTIAN KARLSSON the first. I mean, they were both quick to call it, just different camera angles. Either way, slight tapping there of the back edge of the table. Playing surface touched.
The crowd appreciated that gesture.
2, 5.
For that one, didn't FAlCK? And there's going to be a timeout here from the Swedes.
Time.
So as Peter Blomqvist, coaching the Swedes, offered some words of wisdom, had a little huddle where they could discuss their best chances. On the other side, it was sort of cool to see the big brother spirit from the team captain right now, world number 1 WANG CHUQIN, offering some words of wisdom to LIN SHIDONG.
5, 3.
And there was great respect on both sides. It's not personal. He's like, got it. You've been at the top of the game longer than I have. It's not about world rankings. It's not about the last 11 months of our lives. It's about, you know a whole lot about table tennis, and I take your input.
The world number 1
6, 3.
ranking taken over by WANG CHUQIN, recently off the man next to him.
And even if the rankings were reversed, I think it still would have looked the same coming back to the table.
From behind the table there, KRISTIAN KARLSSON. 4-point lead now. His third game looking good for Wang and LIN. That lead ever increasing.
We talked about taller players having a bigger crossover section, and that ball, as we see the momentum, 75% of the last 16 points for the Chinese pair, was played right on the elbow. It shut down the chop block, and here it shuts down the touch game. Since the timeout for the Swedes, the Chinese pair have taken that break and just run with it.
Good point. It's not really been taken advantage of. Capitalize on that.
No flash, please.
4 out of the next 5 points were won by the Chinese pair.
9, 3. 9, 4.
Well, they're going to pick these up. They're going to put on a run here. KARLSSON and FAlCK. Got a fanning shot there, KARLSSON. And it now sets up 6 match points for Wang and LIN.
No flash, please.
Wow! A little Truls-like wiggle from KRISTIAN KARLSSON to stay loose there. And then he puts full commitment, a chase. And you can imagine the Tom and Jerry sound effect.
Scrambles back to get there.
Yeah.
So Wang and LIN repeat the results that they got in the Singapore Smash against this particular pair. In fact, the margin of victory is even better this time round. Win straight games here.